Hi, I'm Jack Milner. Thanks for joining us for a preview of the Valspar Championship this week on the PGA Tour. Scotty Scheffler, as predicted, was pretty much almost, not quite a wide-to-wide winner, but he was lurking pretty much around the surface. He shot 400 in the first round of the Players' Championship and became just the third man to become the reigning Masters champion to go and win the flagship event for the professionals, for the Players' Championship at TPC Sawgrass. I think he ended up winning by 5 shots. Sensational performance by Scheffler, who returns to the #1 spot at the top of the world rankings. He birdied 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to pretty much produce an unassailable lead going into the back nine, and he dropped a couple of shots there, but he was formidable, the big hitting Texan. You think the Masters just 3 weeks away. He is now the 8-1 favourite with most bookmakers to successfully defend his green jacket. No Scheffler this week, however, but we're going to try and take a look at the Valspar. Again, just 3 weeks away from the, for me personally anyway, favourite time of the year at the Augusta National. And a few of the big hitters are out in force this week. Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, best buddies. They were paired together for the first couple of rounds at the Players' Championship. Didn't exactly hit the high notes. Spieth came with a late rattle. I think he shot 600 in the final round, but his golf remains as erratic as ever. He hits it wild left off the tee. His putter, for a man who was so ruthless with the flat stick in 2015 when he won 2 of his 3 majors, it seems to desert him. Likewise, his best friend, Justin Thomas, and they have to be opposed at around the 12 and 10-1 mark. Matt Fitzpatrick is an interesting angle. The Englishman, the reigning US Open winner, has been relatively cold since returning from an extended break at the end of last season. He's around the 16-1 mark alongside Sam Burns, who's going for a three-peat. Burns won successfully defended his title 12 months ago when beat Kramer Hickok in I think 5th hole of an extended playoff. Burns has been slightly out of form this season himself. He's around the 18-1 mark, and instead we're going to take 2 contenders at 22-1. Justin Rose, we put him up on Sunday to beat Taylor Montgomery in a 2-ball even money. Did that by about 4 shots. Montgomery ended up going in the water twice at 17 and lost all chance there. Rose did likewise, but he was in a much stronger position, and Justin finished tied 6th last week at the Players' Championship. He seems to be a completely different spirits this season. By his own admission, he took his eye off the ball. His last swing before Pebble Beach this year was all the way back to the Farmers Insurance Open, and that was in 2017, 2018. So Justin, he signed a very lucrative sponsorship agreement to use clubs that probably weren't best suited to him, but he looked back better than ever when he was winning at Pebble Beach. He shot 65, 66 over the weekend to win by 3 shots, but it was the manner and the confidence in his victory that really gives us hope for him to kick on this season. He's admitted himself previously he was probably too focused upon golf's 4 big majors, the Masters, the PGA, the US, and the Open Championship, and now he's enjoying his golf. He's going to play tournaments that he really enjoys. And the Valspar, he's only played once here in the last 7 years, and he ended up finishing tied 5th back in 2018. The week after that, he went and finished 3rd in the Arnold Palmer Invitational when it was a slightly rejigged PGA Tour season. But Rose, for me, just looks a different animal. Again, tied 6th last week, despite the fact he was 10 under headed into the last few holes. He went into the water on 17. Made double bogey there, but he remains in sensational form in 22-1. Just looks too big with 8 places on offer with most bookmakers. Another guy I'm very keen on at 22-1 is Adam Hadwin. The Canadian ended kind of his rookie status by winning here in 2017. He burst onto the scene that weekend. I remember watching it again. I've never really heard of this guy. He opened with 68. He shot a 700 par 64 on the Friday to ascend into the lead, and held it thereafter over the weekend, fended off the likes of Patrick Cantlay and Tony Finau. So Adam Hadwin is a place he really enjoys around here. He's missed a couple of cuts when it was a slightly rejigged season. The COVID stuff kind of, I think, saw everyone go slightly out of sync. But he's made 10 out of 11 cuts this season so far. He was tied 13th last week at TPC Sawgrass. And again, this is very much a horses for courses track. That's why Jordan Spieth is a short use. He's a 2-time winner here. Sam Burns, likewise, a 2-time winner. But Adam Hadwin is possibly something of a forgotten animal because he's not as sexy as the likes of a Fitzpatrick or a Thomas or a Spieth. But he's still 61st in the world now. He's very much on the up as well. His form's very good this season. He's 5th on tour for par 3 scoring. He's 12th in terms of strokes gained tee to green. And again, 10 of 11 cuts this year. He's finished for a winner here in 2017, but he's also finished tied 12th and tied 7th thereafter. So he likes it around here. I think he's got a great chance, and he's very much the forgotten horse in the betting market. So I'd have him 22-1, Justin Rose 22-1. They're my 2 selections for this week's PGA Tour at the Valspar Championship. Wherever you're betting, be lucky. Make sure you subscribe to SportsBet TV down below.